Hey internet, what is up? It is Sarah here to talk to you today about the BlackMagic Pocket Cinema camera with the EF MetaBones SpeedBooster. Now I don't know about you, but that footage looked pretty cool. The purpose of that was just to show you what you can do with the footage. I shot it in a very flat profile. So when you get this BlackMagic camera, you can choose to shoot your footage with a flat profile or a video profile. Now, what the heck does that mean? That just means this camera can give you a very flat image for you to go back and color grade it and make the footage, make it look like what you want it to look like. So here is some footage of just straight out of the camera. So you can tell that it's like super flat, but it's fun to go back and post and make it, look like you want it to look. I shot in the ProRes 422 setting. You can do a normal ProRes, which is what I use. You can do ProRes HQ, ProRes Lite, and ProRes Proxy, and then you can also do RAW. You can shoot in RAW, which is a big deal. It's a completely different workflow, so I haven't jumped into RAW video test yet, but look for one in the future. Now, what makes this SpeedBooster special? This MetaBones EF SpeedBooster allows you to adapt your Canon glass onto this BlackMagic camera, which is a big deal. This camera really wasn't an option for me until I was going to be able to use my Canon glass on it. It opens up your aperture. It gives you actually like 1 2/3 more stops. So say if you had like the 16-35 f4, your f4 will now be like f2.4. The lowest aperture you go now is 2.4, so that's awesome. You gain some light in there. Also, this gives you back the crop factor similar to an APS-C Canon camera. So if you normally put a 50mm lens onto this camera, you'd have to multiply that focal length by like 2.9, and that would be your focal length, which is kind of ridiculous. So say you put a 50mm onto this camera, the equivalent would be like 150mm, which is crazy. But with this adapter, you multiply it by like 1.7, which isn't that big of a deal. So I shot all this footage with wider lenses anyways. I shot with a 16-35 f4L lens with IS, and then the 35mm f2 with IS. Love those lenses, absolutely awesome. And so since they're wide lenses, I was able to shoot all this footage handheld and not really have to deal with the smoothness of the footage. Also, they have image stabilization, which is also applicable to this camera with this SpeedBooster, which is pretty awesome. The other small things that I really enjoyed about this camera was it has zebras, which is just a way to control the exposure of your image, and then it also has focus peaking, which is a effective way to be able to tell what is in focus or not inside your camera. A lot of people have already talked about how the screen is kind of hard to see when you're outside, which is true. It is, but it's doable. And the battery life does suck. You can only go about like 20 minutes of shooting on it, but the batteries are super cheap. Just buy some extra on Amazon. I had like 4 with me, and I shot, a few hours. I didn't have any problems. So yeah. Well, I hope this video was somewhat helpful to you guys. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm putting out videos every single week now. Instagram link is down below if you want to follow me on the Instagram. British accent. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.